All right, so we're recording. So in this example, basically, we're gonna use crewai to have a crew of two agents doing tasks together. One agent does something, and then it passes that to the next agent, which is who's in charge of the other part. And so this is an example of how to do that. So essentially, we have our libraries from crewai, and we bring in our agent class, and notice that we're just gonna do that twice. Right? But we instantiate it twice. So we have one researcher agent, and then we'll have a content writer. So essentially, somebody will do research, let's say on the topic of black holes. What's a black hole? Describe it, explain it, whatever. Produce that information, and then give it to another agent who's in charge of writing a blog post and creating social media, etc. So, and remember, for these examples of crewai, we're using Ollama, and we're just bringing in Llama 3.2, essentially, as I demoed in the last class. So from agent, we remember that agent has a role. So the role of this agent is researcher. The goal is to find and summarize comprehensive information on topic, where topic is going to be black holes from reliable sources. We've already shown that these agents have a tool called search engine, for instance, that they can use. Remember, these agents in crewai have a backstory, which is really good because it's like a prompt that you give to the model so that, so it has more understanding. So you're a researcher at a large company. You're responsible for analyzing data and providing insights to the business. And then the model, as we learned last week, is just to use the LLM module here. And we're using Ollama 3.2. Remember, this requires us to start Ollama and to serve a Llama 3.2 model. Okay, so we create one agent, then we create the second agent, same approach, but we design that the role is for it to be a writing agent. The goal here is to transform the research findings into an engaging blog post, and I added this, or HTML website, right? So something that can do coding, for instance, could build our HTML website easily. The backstory, you're a content writer at a large company. You're responsible for analyzing data and providing insights to the business that is, and I also added this thing of I wanted it to be humorous. So I wanted, one does serious research. So this is how I differentiated the two agents. The first one, just very serious. What is a black hole? All the science. But the second agent takes that and makes it humorous in the blog post. Okay. And hopefully we will see that reflected in the text output. So then we create the tasks. One is a research task and what is a writing task. So I have, for instance, the research task, find and summarize comprehensive information on topic, expected output, a summary report highlighting key advancements. And for this task, we assign researcher agent 2, which we already defined, right? Then we do the same for the writing task. So description, using text provided, create a nice and humorous blog post, a summary report highlighting key ideas in bullet form with lots of examples and using lots of humor. And I don't know what this cut off. I think something. I said numbers. Lots of humor in numbers. I just wanted to see if it would just put lots of numbers everywhere. That part, it didn't quite work. All right, then so this is very similar to what we did before, but we did it twice, right? For the two agents tasks. And then notice it's very simple with crewai. You just do my crew, and here we have a field called agent. So we just provide research agent 2 followed by content writer. You see that? And then we say the task, research task, and then writing task. And then we say that the processing should be sequential. You can imagine so you can have one that processes parallel, right? And you have three agents kind of all doing research parallel and then bringing it together And then finally, I've created my crew. So now all I have to do is do my crew 2.kickoff, where the input is the topic, which is black holes, and basically do the work for us, right? So in this case, as I said, I'm just going off of my GitHub. I'm not running it, but you can see, since we only have 4 minutes left, you can see here the first agent, researcher, starts. It knows what it needs to do about black holes, and it starts creating very much like ChatGPT, I would say, because we're using Llama 3.2, and that's pretty advanced. It's talking about stellar black holes, supermassive black holes, X-rays, lots of science going on. Entropy, Hawking radiation, all very advanced terms. And in conclusion, it gives you, but if you read through it, you can see that all of it is pretty serious, right? You don't see anything that's humorous. It's meant to be a serious answer. Then the writing agent gets that and it's going to use it, but it needs to make it into a humorous blog post. So it starts writing. So let's take a look at it. So it's called Black Holes. Oh, it actually says, here's a nice and humorous blog post summarizing key advancements in our understanding of black holes, written in with lots of humor and examples using numbers. Okay. So it says, Black Holes 101, the ultimate cosmic mystery. Buckle up. So that buckle up tells you right there it's not as serious as it could be. Space fans, we're about to dive into the fascinating world of black holes. These cosmic phenomena have been mystifying scientists for decades, but don't worry, we'll try to simplify things. Just kidding. It's still going to be complex. You see, it's trying to be humorous. Essentially, a region in space where the gravitational pull is so strong that nothing, including light, can escape. Yeah, you read that right. Not even light. It's like a cosmic sinkhole that warps the fabric of space-time around it. Okay. And here we go. Types of black holes. The sibling rivalry. Yeah, so you can read it. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but you can see it is humorous, basically. And yeah, and that's it. Any questions on multi-agent? You've seen so many examples. You're experts at this. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So we will, that concludes the examples for today. So I'm going to end the session here.